Okay, and welcome back. I apologize for the abrupt end on that last video. My power went out in the middle of recording. So we are back to where we were before. I think I may have to replay the song still. Let's see. Yep, have to replay the song. Just hop through all this. No choices to be made, I don't think. Okay. Let's see if I super suck at this again, because I probably will. Yep. Hey, I could be doing worse. Shoot. Yep, doing worse. Doing worse, doing way worse. See if there's anything worse than that was bad. Yep, pretty bad is what that was. Alright, here's where we left off. Whew. So fast. You just pushed a button. I am so tired. I strained my vocal cords yelling. Awesome! I'm gonna sound so husky. Anyway, I don't even know if they're dreams or not. And this guy, who I think was a ghost, kidnapped some kid. And also I think he was in my head after. While I was sleeping. Anyway, yeah, I think I need to do something. Because this is scary. Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear tonight. Are you okay, dude? No. I'm kind of freaked out. It probably wasn't a ghost. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, definitely. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go figure this out myself. Aw, dude, don't be like that. You got us. Aw, dudes. Okay, fine. So, we need to maybe see if there's, like, some ghostly stuff happening around here. Like, from a source we can trust. Such as? Does the newspaper have, like, a ghost section? What? Why is that a dumb question? You know, we could go check the library. For books about it? No, they have the local paper on file. Going back a century. There's some secret history of kidnapper ghosts. We'll find it there, probably. Oh, wow. I didn't know they had that. I thought it was just like a broken down old bunch of books. When's the last time you were at the library? We actually have one of the nicer ones around. Oh, how? Rich dude who paid for it way back when? Yeah, they set up foundation and... Huh. Never mind. Let's go. Can we regroup after? Sure. Okay, we'll be back. Woohoo, ghosties. That's the spirit. I have a feeling she was much more deadpan than what I just gave her that. Look, jobs. Weird, like. When this was painted, it was like, hey, look out the window. We're all working. Things are great. Now it's just like one of the graffiti murals after someone gets shot or hit by a car. This mural is really affecting you. I forgot that we live in separate realities. Mine is clearly better. Yep. That did abysmally. Hey. Closing in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Any idea where the microfiche is? Microfiche. Microfiche. 3rd floor. Okay, thanks. Up, up, up. Slow night? Yep. Spooky here. All alone? I'd be spooked. Eh. Larry's wandering around here somewhere. Oh, I can't jump. They have an elevator in their library. Dang. Let's see. Looks like someone left something open on this one. It's a resume. Bob Targ. Born 1967. 50 years old. Let's see. Experience, mining, construction, well drilling. Never think about getting a job when I'm old. 50's not really old. I mean, you should have money then, right? Ideally. Should be like guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general. You gonna join my young socialist chatterbox group? It would make sense that she would have one of those. Holy crap. What? It's Charity Verity. What's Charity Verity? How do you not know Charity Verity? I assume this is something from school? The school of being 5 freaking years old. Alright. So, this was a thing you liked as a kid? No, I hated Charity Verity. It does look really hateable. It was like you were kidnapped by a cult. You were kidnapped by a cult. And when they were like brainwashing you, instead of some cult guy with a wavy dagger and a magical mask, that's not okay, yeah, go on. Instead of that, it was some effing pink nightmare. You were scared of it? No, I was bored to death. It was talking forever about being kind to others. Like, I don't know, helping an old neighbor do engine repair. That sounds nice. Charity Verity helps old Mr. Plonko fix his hovercraft. Ugh, no, that's the worst part. It always rhymed. Charity Verity, pink nightmarity. Charity Verity, I just don't care any. Jeez, they sure made a lot of these books. I think they're still making them. This one looks pretty old. Charity Verity, danger everywhereity. That's vague and disconcerting. Could have just kept updating that one book. Oh. Do I have to get back in the elevator again? Maybe? Guess that was only 1 floor. Going up. Sniff, sniff. Oh wow, it's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here? Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was. He walked through a chain link fence. Or flew over it. Or something. While carrying something. Oh right, well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna find this guy. Because he took someone. And he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through. And that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. It's okay. It was fine. Old microfiche viewer. Alright, there she is. Cool. So, I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? The whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least tiny bit of research on it. If you think that's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aww. Ugh. Are we friends, Beatrice? Here, let me get this set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move, I'm steering. Ow! Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find ghost. Sure. Alright, so do we have an upper... Okay. Pie piracy. Dear citizens, please make note to keep your pies safe during the pleasant weather we are experiencing. Several ladies have reported pies from their kitchen disappearing at alarming rates. Even worse, the picky culprit is leaving behind only the rhubarb pies. Until this criminal is caught and the bad weather returns... Ooh. I beg your pardon. Excuse me. Until the bad weather returns, we remind our housewives to make use of their pie safes indoors or stick to rhubarb. So, that man doesn't know what he's missing. Rhubarb pies are delicious. The Stanley T. Possum statue, known to residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Coulson, son of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of our railroad, the mines, and the coke works that ushered in his existence. Teens and other vandals broke into Posse over the years, and climbing up through Posse became a rite of passage for many young people in the areas. Residents have been torn on what to do about the beloved but derelict structure for over the years, but 3 years ago, pressure began mounting to have it torn down. A storm knocked off Posse's ear, and next year Ralph Jenkins fell from the staircase and broke both legs. Samantha Coulson, Glick, daughter of Richard, finally agreed that it was time for Posse to go. Demolition will begin at 12 p.m. on Saturday. Viewing areas will be set up at a safe distance. Possum Springs in Progress Springs in Possum Springs. Randolph Stafford, owner of the Bell Hole Mine Works, has partnered with Samuel Coulson, owner of Coulson Coke Works, Daniel Glick, a railroad magnate, and prominent business owner Harrison Schiergeist, to make some stunning improvements throughout the town. The four men desire to build a model of progressive living right here in Possum Springs. The old miners' double houses on Elm Street will be torn down and replaced with spacious single homes. A new elementary school will be opened nearby, along with the state-of-the-art recreation center courtesy of Arnold Applebaum. This is in addition to the improvements Randolph Stafford has promised the previously striking miners. There has been another sighting of the albino groundhog from a very reliable source this time. Edgar Stutter reported that he saw the pure white beast digging near Shade Gap. Mr. Stutter has declined to give any more of an exact location, and he implores his fellow hunters to admire the anomaly from afar and leave him to his business. We could not agree more with this upstanding citizen and remind townsfolk that if you are interested in seeing an albino creature, to stop by Sudi's Barbershop for a peek at an albino raccoon. We're certain this will assist your mind in completing the search for the groundhog. Underground gases afflict many. The houses on Larch Street have been evacuated after the discovery of gas buildup in the basements was found to have led to hallucinations in scattered members of the households. For the past several weeks, residents have been complaining of family members who began hearing voices and seeing things that were not there. One older woman was found to have an animated discussion with an empty chair. When pressed, she calmly explained that she was talking to her sister, who had passed away some 50 years ago. 2 nights ago, the son of Carson Zimmer ran out of the house and leapt into Cooper's Pond 1 mile up the road. Moments before this, the child had been readying for bed and, according to another sibling, became increasingly agitated. The last words he uttered were about some sort of song before he dashed out of the house and into the night where his watery grave awaited him. This last event persuaded residents to request help from officials to see if this is related to St. Leuven's lantern, a phenomenon where exposure to specific underground gases leads certain victims to experience waking dreams, auditory hallucinations, and the sense of unseen presences. Preliminary tests indicate the gas is present in the homes, and mining officials are moving the residents until more tests can be completed. Okay, That strikes me as very ominous because, they live in the old houses. Meg goes into the crawl space. Yeah, there's a lot of bad potentially right there. Samuel Colson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When we inquired as to what Mr. Colson would use the land for, he would only remark that what was coming would delight both young and old for years to come. We are very anxious to be delighted. Local ghost of Little Joe added again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up in any census survey. Little Joe reported the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spook story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths. As such, Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstones that fill up the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrols in the area. So be warned, thrill seekers, you may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. Okay, so have one ghost story. Strike. A strike at Stafford Mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial of the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski to continue the memorial to their friends. They also began recounting all the promises their bosses had reneged on the past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines and began to strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work has been stopped at the mine, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water for the men. The bosses have stated that the mines are safer than they were a year ago, and that there is no need to act in this manner. That is pretty much bullshit, and why unions were needed. The old store in Town Center. The old Pickaxe hardware store is set to have its grand opening this Saturday. We received a sneak peek of the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from the new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into this new venture and has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you would need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends in everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck to Mr. Burge. Let's see. Whew, there's a lot of these. Tragedy at the Stafford Mines. Explosion occurred at 6:20 a.m. at the Stafford Mine. All work has ceased while men attempt to rescue any survivors. So far, 3 men have been pulled out alive, along with 20 dead. The explosion occurred 10 miles deep into the mine, and only one group of men were able to escape before the elevator's rope snapped and the next group of men plummeted to their deaths. So far, hopes of finding more survivors is low. The main path into the tunnel is caved in due to the explosion, and supervisors are still attempting to piece together exactly where everyone was during the accident. Oof. Whew. Spectral happenings at Possum Jump. 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along to the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air and then disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the two saw a mystery. A decent hike up into the state forest hills, Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful views of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance as it hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Events. The last trolley will make its run September 4th. Bernie Gross, longest employee at 25 years as an operator, will pick up passengers starting at the Market Street Tunnel entrance and end at the trolley garage where the light refreshments will be served and a speech will be given by the Congressman Archibald Reed. Twin Club will meet at the Stags on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. This month's craft will be knitted hats for the soldiers along with potluck. All mothers of twins of any age are welcome. Possum Massacre. Severe violence broke out at the Stafford Mine strike today. The bosses arrived in an attempt to renew talks and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown, and the National Guard and strikebreakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners are dead and a dozen more injured. A younger brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who were on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in cold blood has circulated far outside our little county. The heinous act has led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with the strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in and talks finally began, 45 days since the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and honor the demands of the miners. Oh, that is freaking tragic. Strange but true, a tale of teeth. Oh, that's where we got our tooth from. Strange but true, our ongoing series about the weird, forgotten aspects of Deep Hollow County history and culture, published weekly. Bad Bosses feature heavily into Possum Springs history, and this morbid tale of crime and secret societies is no exception. The story goes, in 1870, a local mine boss was skimming workers on their pay. A group of miners confronted him while he was in the act. He denied everything, with many a slur, and punched the miners' leader, Darnell Glace, in the face, causing him to lose his last remaining tooth. The miners knew how much Darney's tooth meant to him, and they descended on the boss. A few held the boss down while others removed all of his teeth with pliers. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect the workers' interests. Membership was based on owning one of the teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their choosing. The symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements. The boss survived his attack but never named his attackers for fear of implicating himself. When died a few years later, members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies performed before going out for retribution. All would gather round, place their teeth in the sockets, and later retrieve the tooth after retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of members in jail would be left in the sockets until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the society dwindled. Occasionally, the descendant of one of these men will find a tooth with strange markings in their home. Strange, but true. So, yeah, that's our granddaddy was one of those miners, I do believe. Or maybe his daddy. Deep Hollow Country mourns. The final group of bodies from the 1888 explosion has been recovered 2 days shy of the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. These 5 men brought a total of dead to 112. Holy shit. 2 of the men, Addison Pine and Henry Harvey, were the ones who set off the explosion. Although mine bosses had been informed that gas pockets were present in that section, they elected to not inform Pine and Harvey of the possible dangers. The other 3 bodies belonged to Peter Bledsoe, Christian Stanoff, and Peter Lathia. Peter Lathia's funeral will be handled by Father Litzitz, as the man's widow has since returned to Hungary with his 2 orphans. Oh. Ghostly rumors haunt New Historical Society. The Possum Springs Historical Society conversation of the Schreitgeist House into the new headquarters of Education Center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsom has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours during my work, and I'd hear someone walking around, trying doorknobs. I came to see who was fooling, but there was never nobody there, said Newsom. Trying to get a map of this room operational for children, all the while I'm looking over my shoulder, expecting to see God knows what. Mr. Newsom had previously requested to work only daylight hours when other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go in the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up to past the 2nd floor, and then only go to the office. I know the others laugh, but I'm seeing Little Joe or something. And they can also go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, is a local ghost story popular for some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Newsom's claims at this time. Alright, was that all of them? Whew, that was a lot. But it sounds like... Hey, look at oh, I was supposed to be clicking on those. Oh, hey, look at this. Yeah. It's like Possum Jump. Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah, that's back up at the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. Let's see. Some other ones here. This is interesting, but yeah, not exactly about a ghost. Oh, look. Scooch so I can see. Graveyard. That's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? It's like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. Hahaha. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Mind Strike. Alright, so Pie Piracy. Nope. Possum Statue. Progress Report. Albino Groundhog. Gases. Colson. Alright, look at that one. Sortown. See what if she has anything to say about that. No ghost to be found here. When you say ghost, it's like you sound like you don't believe me. Let's see, tragedy, the Stafford Mine. Possum Jump, already selected that one. Strike Lumber is on. I don't think I read this one. The strike is now in its third day with no end in sight. The bosses have refused to meet with the miners, saying their demands are too fantastical. Miners claim they are only asking the bosses to adhere to safety standards that are already law. The National Guard was called in after last week's scuffle, and Colston Coke Works Union has joined the cause, which has caused an uptick in the national press arriving at the site. The women's camp has expanded its services from serving meals to beating any non-union miner from entering the mines. So far, they have been successful in both ventures. Go girls. Hey. Ghost spotted. Historical Society? History that won't stay history. In a history place. History place? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this is when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident. Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad? Mine? Steel mill? Something like that. An actual haunted house. Ugh, no. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have like summer art and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Okay, well, that's 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie? Also, is that it? Let's look at more stuff. Oh. Missed this one too. We would like to remind the men of our town to please refrain from spitting on the sidewalk. This unsanitary habit is unseemly and beneath you, and also spreads disease. Parents, please be sure your daughters are not participating in the new trend of skirts showing the ankles. I do not think we need to remind you which road of brimstone this temporary fashion trend will lead your daughters down. Wow, how old is this article? I have been witnessing more and more teenage girls coming into town on Saturday night unchaperoned, using vulgar slang terms, certainly unfit for me to print here, and blocking by sidewalks walking arm in arm. They are loud and also flirt with boys unabashedly while smoking cigarettes. These young ladies need to be stopped before our young ladies get any ideas and our boys fall with the wrong girl. Young men have been seen around Possum Springs engaging in the ridiculous behavior of wearing mismatched pants patterns in their suits. This type of outfit, it may be all the rage in Bright Harbor, but good luck getting any respectable businessmen around here to employ you. You all look like rabid clowns. Councilman Puchinskas plan for 3rd Street is a joke. What else is there to say? So that is a bunch of like bigoted opinion people. Yeah? Oh wow, this is gnarly. And awesome. Oh my god. Is there anything else? Let me just like look at what the reactions are. This one? No ghost. Alright, I think we're only gonna get any more reactions for ghosts. No ghost here. Yeah, okay, we're good. No ghost here. Alright, how do I... There we go. I got out of it. So we got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless. But do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards. Don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born into this society. Okay, well, I have, you know, a job. so I can't drive you around all of these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard. I need to go there anyway. Cool. I'll see if Greg wants to do the other two. You know, like, and I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. Ahem. What is that Miss Quelcy? Oh wow, I haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of badass. School district did not fund that art program at all. But she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in like bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting of the Possum Strings Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah. Tonight we have new poems from myself and Fisherman Jones and Selma and Forrester. It all starts off with one of my own. She's from some big city, right? Yeah. How'd she end up here? Who knows? Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student, the subject of my stories. I tell friends back home when they ask about life out here in the sticks. It's you, I worry. At the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Poor Miss Quelcy. At least she's blowing off some steam. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi, folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck, raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel frogs swim in the dark, must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me, but what do you know, amphibie? That's it. That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones. He definitely talks to the actual fish. Oh, most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma and Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, May. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Oh. She writes all these really funny, dorky, short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. She's not wrong. Arm, arm. No reception here. I waved my black phone. In the air, like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy billionaire. Phone app sold, make more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access to politicians, waiting for us to die, lead in our water, lead in our water, alcohol and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house in a yard, with a couch in a basement. The future is yours, forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, there in the house and the yard. Some night I'll catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn the Silicon City to the ground. Holy shit. Wow. Damn. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks. I wrote it myself. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it herself? Nice work, Smeller. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? Well then. Thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so. Found anything about your ghost? Yeah. Tell him, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost. Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with dread and shit. I'm terrified. Okay. So we mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have work and stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up? Share custody of you and your ghost? What places were you thinking about? The graveyard. I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there any illegal one? Sure. Sure is. The Historical Society. You know you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. Oh, I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay, I need to actually get home and do work. This is going to be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. Cat Daddy. See what he has to say. Erg. Yep, seems like it's going around. The erg. Yepers. So, you and Mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah. I thought you two were getting along. We are. Just a bump. You two. Always two alike. I guess. I got your chill and her smartassness. I'd just hate to see you two on the outs again. It'll be fine. We're cool. So, we're having money problems? What? No, we're fine. Dad? May, it's fine. It's okay. I'm 20. I can handle it. Nothing to handle. Okay. Might just head up to bed tonight. Sounds good, kid. Been a long couple of days. I still think she's getting hit by mind gas. Just seems to be a logical assumption after reading that article. Any chit-chats? Ooh, multiple chit-chats. Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week. I don't know. Thanks, B. Don't thank me too hard. I'm going there anyway, and it's like right down the road. You're running this. You're ruining this. Oh, in that case, you are so incredibly welcome, and also you better not forget this big favor. That's more like it. I'm falling asleep. Had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy. It's just... It's fine. Wait, did you fall asleep? LOL. Oh, I've done that with my partner. Totally fell asleep mid-conversation. Yo, I looked up an historical society on the internet. It's really old, but then they did big renovations. Oh, really? I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central. How so? You're a ghost hanging out in an old house, and then someone puts a pool in where you died or something. Haunted pools would be actually pee scary. I'm spooked. I'm going to bed. Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map, and it's a pretty straight shot up to Possum Jump. Okay, great. We never really get a chance to hang out. It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night, sir. Tip's hat. Oh, God. Shargle! Do I want to try another? I'm going to try a level of Demon Tower real quick. my random desire to throw one of these levels in is kind of amusing to me. I mean, it's a pretty fun little, like, diversionary thing. Oh, I forgot about the fireballs. Oh boy. You need to die. Ha! They have friendly fire! Ha ha ha! Take that! You killed your own men! Ow, I got cocky. Should not have gotten cocky. Shield dude. Alright, die. Whip. Watch the spikes. Where the devil is this side chamber? Down here? Whip. Oh, whip. Rip me. Fucking ghosts. Die, ghosts. What? Re-die? Re-deadify or something. I don't know. Bad ghosts. Ah. Has to be over in this lower right corner. Oh god. I almost messed that up. Frick. Why can't I hit this guy? For Nelson. Alright, so, oh god, more fire breathers. And left just a skeleton body up there. Alright, now I have to go kill Cat Skeleton King. Scat King. Oh god. Frick. I need health. See, the exit was upper left. Oh, ow. Dagbomb it. Well, looks like I need to find a little bit more health. That was annoyingly dumb of me. Okay, I know there's at least one more pot with a health orb in it. Ah, yep, there it is. Frick! Daggone it. Heal it, heal up, lose it. Heal up, lose it. Heal up, lose it. Well, story of my life. Alright, see if I can kill Cat Skeleton King. Ah! What the heck? How am I getting hit by that? Getting a lot better with this pattern this time, at least. Oh, now I just gotta wipe out his minions. Ta-da! Next level. Oh! Wow, there's quite a lot of levels in this, then. Ooh, I'm getting my butt handed to me. In a weird way, it also reminds me of Hammerwatch. I don't know why. Because it plays nothing like Hammerwatch. And I am just freaking killing myself on those, like, ponds. Hard. As you can see, I've just, like, stopped giving a shit. I'm just going until I die. There we go. I'll play this level again. Surrender to the horrors. Yes. The horrors are too much. I wonder if I replay the music and do better than I did in beta session, it'll change my graphics. Mysterious Tooth. Oof. Bedtime. Bedtime. Horrible dream sequence? See if we get a horrible dream sequence. I'm betting on horrible dream sequence. Yep, horrible dream sequence. And those things are getting taller. Collapsing city? What the heck? Ghosts? Bizarre ghost fish? Okay. This is... These things are... Like, the first one or whatever wasn't, like, so bad, but these are getting, like, steadily more spook. And the like, the weird... The music is just so... nonsensical compared to, like, the tone of the dream elsewise. It's like an odd, like, polka-esque. It has the whole, like, tuba, accordion, whatever. Sousaphone? Is it a sousaphone? I don't think it's a sousaphone. Something else. You have a lot of these, like, denizens just... What is with the ghost fish? I wonder if these are, like, at all mutable based on, like, the events on a given day. That's 3. Let's see, where haven't I been? Here, not like straight down. Been here because that lantern's lit. I've been over to this side. Yep. I think I've been there. So we don't need to jump down or anything. So I'm planning to head back upwards. like that they like make your jump a bit more like higher and floatier in this sequence, since it's like obviously like all platformy stuff. Can I get back up higher? Apparently I can go this way, maybe? Yeah, I can go this way. Climb the light lines. So yeah, I have no... Oh, darn it. No idea what May's source of these nightmares is. Having read the article about the like dangerous mind gases, and like knowing she has a propensity to like be influenced by things, just strikes me as like a warning sign that wait, there it is. Okay, now to find the starting spot again. Don't know. Is this way? Yep, there it is. What horrible beast of... Oh, it's the fish. Nope, it's... What on... It's like a space heron who ate magical space fish? What? What? Craziness. What the devil? Okay. Well then, that was Spooks, and it's time for another day in the life of May Borowski.